This next news story comes from Jez Corden over at Windows Central. Rumor, another big Xbox game is heading to PS5 to be announced next week. Another Xbox game is coming across to PlayStation if the latest round of rumors is to be believed. Earlier in the year, Microsoft torched its earlier promises to players that it would build permanently exclusive games for Xbox by initiating ports of its games to competing arch console rival PlayStation. Wow, they have some strong words here, Windows Central. I mean, they are Windows Central. They're obviously Microsoft fanboys over here, but this is some strong feelings coming from WindowsCentral.com. Arch console rival PlayStation. Oh man,
trying to stoke the fire where there is none, but okay. Yeah.
It has led to an ongoing doubt about Microsoft's commitment to the future of the Xbox platform and its users. Despite this, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella repeatedly claims to investors that Xbox has more console users than ever. Microsoft has even initiated plans to build a new generation of the next-gen Xbox hardware, which the firm claims will represent Xbox's biggest technological leap, while also doubling down on Xbox Game Pass with a day-one drop of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 slated for later this year, a first for the franchise. Some Xbox fans are concerned with that with Microsoft moving its exclusives out of the platform, fewer gamers will be interested in purchasing Xbox, leading to fewer developers wanting to build games for Xbox, putting the platform into a tailspin. The 4 ported games so far haven't exactly led to a mass exodus of users, but with games like Black Myth Wukong and Capcom's back catalog skipping the platform, the size of the install base has repeatedly led to questions about how much of a priority Xbox is for developers at large. For users with these concerns, the latest draft of rumors won't be comforting reading. Noted insider and generally loved Shinobi602 shared via a forum via Xbox Era that Xbox is planning to reveal another big Xbox game for PlayStation as soon as next week, the same week where Gamescom 2024 is taking place. Oh yeah, that's tomorrow. Opening night live. I got an invite to do a live stream of that, and I totally forgot to check in with that. I don't know if I will. That's too much work. I'll just watch it. I don't, unless people are interested. If anyone out there would watch, I'll stream it. I'll hang out.
I mean, do you really expect anything to be, you know?
No, it sounds like it's just updates. It's a known quantity. They've already said what's going to be there and what's not going to be there. So right. On a forum, decorated industry insider Shinobi602 says, "What are you doing next week?" to questions of when the next Xbox ports to PlayStation, PlayStation's huge announcement. Sorry, I can't read. On a forum, decorated industry insider Shinobi602 says, "What are you doing next week?" to questions of when the next Xbox ports to PlayStation would be announced. Responding to a user discussion over the next round of games would be, he responded with that and then clarified further that he doesn't know if it will be multiple ports, but it will be at least a big one. Some users began speculating it could be Forza Horizon 5, Microsoft's flagship racing game. I'm going to skip down further in the article. But yeah, there's speculation that could be Forza. Maybe it's some bigger games like, where is it? Sorry, I'm skipping around the article because it's very wordy. I've already, Killer Instinct, State of Decay 2, Halo Master Chief Collection, so some older games maybe. Perhaps it could be even Hellblade 2, given the franchise's history on PlayStation. You know, the first one being a PlayStation exclusive initially. So there's also a large chance it could be related to Indiana Jones and the Great Circle by Machine Games, which so far has only been announced for Xbox and PC. Microsoft doesn't own the Indiana Jones IP naturally, and Disney might be keen to let PlayStation users know when to expect a version for their preferred platform. That would be wild. I don't know if it could be Indiana Jones. People would lose their minds if all this time
on the same day. Oh yeah, they flip out. They would
all this time. Yeah, they've been led to believe it's an
Xbox exclusive,
and then to be like, psych. That would not be good. That would not be good.
They would lose a lot of goodwill in that instance.
Yeah. But Halo, like it mentions Master Chief Collection, like I could see that, right? Like that's not. We
talked a little bit about this before the show, and I said that would literally probably break the internet. I think.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a good time on the internet for like a week. It would be a really bad place.
Well, even historically, I feel like just Halo being on another platform would be just like that. I was gonna say that's their number one, you know, IP, but when you think about it these days, right, the current market, I don't think it is their number one IP anymore. So maybe there is a chance that they want to expand it and get it back into more hands and in front of more eyes, you know, at this point.
No, at this point, it's not a number one franchise, but it is still like the
Xbox franchise.
Yeah, just because of its history, it is the flagship franchise. Whether it's really like their number one, I don't think so. But yeah, like that's what Xbox started with. That was like the beginning. That's their baby. So it would be wild. And so yeah, for like a week or two, the internet would just be a horrible place. All the PlayStation people would just be rubbing it in the faces, and all the Xbox people would just be whining and complaining, and it would just be a disaster. But honestly, like, to give it some juice, some life, it's not a bad way to go. Drop the Master Chief Collection and then like Infinite like down the road, maybe.
I mean, I will never say what one of these companies will do or won't do, because I'm not gonna look crazy and anything is possible. So it would just be so weird to see Halo on another platform is all. That's my biggest hurdle. But again, anything can happen. So
would be wild. I could almost see Forza. Now I know there's the competition with Gran Turismo, but
that would be my hang up.
I mean, there's for those people who, I don't know, like I don't think, you know, it wouldn't be a bad thing. Like, if anything, it's just more options. And I mean, well, the rumor specifically is Forza Horizon, which Gran Turismo isn't like Forza Horizon. Like that's a niche.
And that's where they might be able to get away with it.
That's a niche that's not really covered on PlayStation. Like that niche was covered by third parties. That was what was that? Drive? No, it wasn't called Drive. What was it called? The Crew. Like the Crew by Ubisoft was around for a little bit, and then there's a couple other games that were kind of like
Need for Speed, of course.
Need for Speed, yeah, kind of, sort of, and like those have all dropped off. Like the Crew has literally got delisted. Like you can even buy it anymore if you want to. And then
Burnout.
Yeah, but like Burnout and Need for Speed aren't really putting out games like that anymore. So I could see a Forza Horizon, honestly, and I would play it. That would be sick, you know. As a PlayStation user, sure, yeah, give it to me. Just don't tread on my Gran Turismo. No Forza Motorsports, not allowed. Not allowed. Stay on Xbox.
If this sells, you better believe Forza Motorsport is coming.
Yeah, that they're not going to sell anything.
We'll see.
What would be sad is like all of a sudden it becomes better selling than Gran Turismo, and then I would cry. I always loved Gran Turismo so much.
Well, I mean, we still haven't seen the pilot program for these yet, have we? Isn't like Grounded and a couple of other games supposed to be coming over this way?
Yeah,
have those come out yet?
I don't know, actually. And this article is too wordy. This article is too wordy to know for sure. Like, I only read part of the article because there's just too much going on. But okay, let me see. Okay, here's what you need to know. Microsoft hasn't been clear on what games would be ported, leading to a ton of speculation. So far, Pentiment, Grounded, Hi-Fi Rush, and Sea of Thieves have moved across. So according to this, they've already come over, which I know Sea of Thieves for sure, and Hi-Fi Rush as well.
Such a whimper. I forgot it even happened.
Yeah, I mean, it was like big at the time because it was the big new announcement, but very quickly kind of just dissipated real quick. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, the rumor is that it's coming out this week. So with our luck, when this comes out Wednesday, it will have already been announced, and this whole segment's for nothing. And it
or they'll just drop it during opening night live.
And it just, well, that's what I'm saying. Like when this comes out Wednesday, it's going to ruin our whole content schedule. So thanks. Xbox for ruining
Thanks,
everything.
Jeff.
This clip is going to come out on Thursday. Everyone's going to be like, you dummies, it was this
What are you
game.
talking about?
It's
They
like,
already said what it was. God, why don't they ever pay attention to the news?
Yeah, well,
You live under a rock, bro.
Thank you so much for watching that clip from our podcast. Remember, if you want to watch the whole episode, the full episode, link will be in the description below. You can click on that and check it out. We got listener questions. We got more news segments. We got what you playing. We got a lot of fun things. So yeah, more than just the news. There's a lot more to the show that you should go check out. So remember, click that link in the description. Check out that full episode.